Hey, welcome back to Cooking Gluten and Dairy Free with Dave D. Today I'm going to be making some coconut shrimp. Gluten and dairy free, of course. Also today, we're going to be making this egg-free. I love this shrimp recipe because it meshes salty with a bit of sweet and has a great crunch. Please remember that even though we focus on gluten and dairy-free products on this channel, you can sub in gluten and dairy products. Also, this recipe is egg-free, but you can use eggs as well. Let's get down to business. So starting with our shrimp, I'm using jumbo here, but this will work with extra large shrimp as well. After removing them from the package, letting them thaw, and cleaning them, place them on several sheets of paper towel, then blot them dry with additional paper towel. When the shrimp is dry, go ahead and place them in a large bowl for seasoning. For seasoning, we're going to go with some celery salt, chili powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, paprika, Adobo seasoning, Chipotle chili pepper, onion powder, and last but not least, my personal favorite seasoning, garlic powder. Go ahead and rub the seasoning into the shrimp. Please remember that all the exact ingredients and measurements are in the description box below. After your shrimp is nice and coated, we can start working on our egg-free egg wash, if that makes any sense. If you're cooking with eggs, add 4 eggs to a bowl and beat them until your mix is homogeneous. For my egg-free folks, we're going with flaxseed and water. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water is equivalent to 1 egg. Since we're making the equivalent of 4 eggs, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed and 3/4 cups of water. Mix them together and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Trust me, give this a try. It doesn't change the flavor profile. Next, let's work on our flour. Add 1 cup of gluten-free flour to a bowl. Next, we're going to season it with the same seasonings we used before. Celery salt, chili powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, paprika, adobo seasoning, chipotle chili pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Use a fork and mix the seasoning all together. Once it's mixed together, every cook will tell you that you have to taste your flour to make sure it's seasoned well. So give it a taste and adjust it as you see fit. Now it's time to work on our breading and hit the subscribe button. We'll be using a total of 1.5 cups of gluten-free Panko. Now Panko is a bit chunkier than I like, so I'm going to put 1 cup in my blender or food processor to make it more fine. This step is optional, just my preference, but it doesn't take too long. So again, give it a quick blend until the panko is fine and add it to a bowl. Next, add an additional 1/2 cup of the unblended panko. This makes for the perfect consistency. Next, we're going to be adding a cup of our sweetened coconut flakes. Again, this makes for the perfect blend of salty and sweet. Since our motto at Cooking Gluten and Dairy Free with Dave D is no flavor left behind, I'm sure you can guess what we're going to do next. You got it. Go ahead and season that panko coconut flake mix with the same seasonings we used before. Celery salt, chili powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, paprika, adobo, chipotle chili pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Deja vu, anyone? So one knowledge jar that I'll share is that my secret to cooking is building that flavor at every step. Alright, so go ahead and mix it all together. It should look like this. So now what we're calling our egg-free egg wash should be nice and thick. Now we have a station of 4 bowls. Our seasoned shrimp, our seasoned flour, our egg-free, and our seasoned panko coconut mix. Hey, please remember to hit the like button. So take the shrimp and coat it in the flour. Shake it to get rid of the excess, and then dunk it in our egg-free egg wash. Get rid of the excess liquid. Getting rid of this extra liquid is very important because getting too much liquid into our panko can ruin it. Finally, coat the shrimp in the panko coconut flake mix, being sure to squeeze it into the shrimp. Shake off the excess, and then you are done. It should look like this. Repeat until all your shrimp is coated. Alright, so if you're using a deep fryer, go ahead and set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, you can do this in a pan, but use a food thermometer to make sure your oil is at 350. I'm using canola oil, but feel free to use vegetable oil or any oil that's good for deep frying. Place the shrimp in the basket or the pan and then deep fry for about 2 to 3 minutes or until that internal temperature gets to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove your shrimp from the oil and place it on a grated baking sheet lined with paper towel to get rid of the excess oil. As usual, don't put fried foods directly on the plate because that can lead to sogginess. And that's it. Coconut shrimp. Gluten, dairy, and egg-free. The allergen trifecta. The big three of allergy-free. Alright, that's all I got. But these are absolutely delicious and no one will be able to tell that they're gluten, dairy, and egg-free, but feel free to use whatever products you want. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Also, if you have a question about the recipe, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. See you next time.